Match Day on KFJB-TV is presented by Wells Fargo Advisors of Marshalltown, helping you develop strategies for pursuing your financial goals. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, quality furniture for every room in your home. Scouting America, Adventure On. The Marshalltown School District, embrace the lead. Scooters of Marshalltown, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown, let them deliver for you. Your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, let's get shopping your way. And State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, mtownproud.com.
In the end zone, it's the house. Feldman, that one will get in. That's a good point right there. A shot coming here, that's a goal. Lifted to left center field, gets off the warning track into the wall. Transition three, boom, knocks that one down. And it's a goal. What a beautiful play. Dutton, look what I found over the first. It's a 3-on-1 all the way. Yes, there he goes.
Your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
The final week of the season is here as the Marshalltown Bobcats are 5-0 in their last 5 matches. They're 9-4-1 as they match up with the Ottumwa Bulldogs. It's Match Day on KFJB-TV. A shot coming here, that's a goal! And Zambrano fired up. Brandon Lewis with you at Leonard Cole Field as the Bobcats get warmed up. You see Jonathan Nunez standing there in the background, coming off a superb performance on Friday night against the Des Moines East Scarlets. Beautiful saves all around. He's one of the top net keepers in Class 4A, third with 101 saves as the Bobcats get warmed up for tonight's contest against the visiting Ottumwa Bulldogs. They come in 3-1-1 in their last 5 games behind Andy Maw, head coach for the Ottumwa Bulldogs, who are 4-0 against Marshalltown since 2017. In our match day coverage, we talk to Scott Johannes, head coach of the Bobcats, next right here on KFJB-TV.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you need a new recliner to relax in, or perhaps a new dining set for the whole family, shop McGregor's. They also have a good selection of luxurious sectional sofas. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from the McGregor's friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selection from McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
It is match day on KFJB-TV as the Marshalltown Bobcats host the Iowa Alliance South opponent tonight, the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Welcome in Scott Johannes, head man for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Coach, found out some news, your postseason opponent already, but you've still got 2 pivotal games here to finish out this regular season.
Yes, we do. We're excited about all that. So I don't know which way you want to go. Yeah, we don't want to overlook Ottumwa. They had a tough match last night. So we kind of, one of the things we were talking about is that we like the fact that they had a tough match. and usually it's the other end that we get somebody on the front end of that, and then they play another match right after. So we're excited to get this match in. We didn't get it in last year, so we're waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, the benches ended up in the middle of the field last year, and it provided a little interesting night.
Yes, it did. It was quite a windstorm that blew through, and so it's just a little breeze, but I think it should be a beautiful night.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, so on a warm night like tonight, you mentioned Ottumwa coming off a game last night. What do you look to kind of be able to counter and attack here tonight, and maybe get up early with a goal?
That's what we do. That's our plan, is to set the intensity and go in and hard and set the tempo, but at the same time we got a pretty deep bench, so that tips in our favor, because we've got a lot of guys, as you and I were talking about before we came on air here, that we got a couple of starters that are not starting, and so we'll bring them off the bench and we'll use it tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Heading into this one, your goalkeeper play has been exceptional. I think, I don't know if maybe we've given Jonathan Nunez as well as Giles Smith enough love for their play this year. Their save percentage, I mean, what's the mindset difference from a year ago? What have you seen that's different that really kind of leveled the play of those two stepping into a really big role this year for you?
Yeah, well, I think Jonathan, he's been playing there a long time, and so just kind of his progression is like, hey, let's set it in. I watched Jonathan last year as a JV1 keeper and say, okay, what do we got? Saw him that way. It's like, okay, is he ready for that next level? And even as we started the season, I'll just, kind of admit to everybody, I had some doubts. It's like, okay, because I know the competition. And he has rose to that occasion. And then, we needed a keeper that was to back him up, and Giles stepped in. I mean, he, and early on, it's like, okay, who do we have? And he was an unknown as a freshman, just the athleticism of him. So excited about his future, as he learns that box and learns from, the keeper of Jonathan, as he teaches him. So it's good.
What's the hardest part about being a goalkeeper at the high school level? Is it working with the defensive line, or knowing your positioning set up, not coming too far out? I mean, all those little basic things.
Yes, and at the same time, just mental. It's a lot of mental to stay alert, because, for us, like a lot of times we've played several matches where we've been at one end of the field, and so the keeper's just kind of by himself, and all of a sudden, 3 seconds you can have the whole guys coming at you, and it's like, wait a minute, what's happening? So just staying mentally in there, and then just directing your team, and just being verbal. And Jonathan has done a great job of that, and we keep challenging him to do better, like all our guys. And he knows the game. He's one of the guys that we go to at halftime. What are you seeing? Because he's got a great vision. He's a student of the game. And he's like, hey, this is where we may be missing. This is what they're doing. You may not see it from your ankle, but this is what I see, Coach. So it's good to have him out there.
Yeah. A couple of matches ago, we asked you about, improving and getting right for postseason play. And now you're going to take on Ankeny Centennial coming up on Tuesday, May 27th. We'll have that one for you here on KFJB-TV. But as you, final week of the regular season, is there any tweaking that goes on this week, or is it pretty much just staying the course and kind of focusing in on your job?
Well, a little bit of that of just learning to just mentally say, this is state playoff stuff. This is what we've got to do, and just focus in and just come in and just be able to lock in on what each player's role is to do. It's the subs by now. They know their role. Kind of they can anticipate what kind of role they will have, playing some minutes or no minutes possibly, but but being there as needed. And so we've got that. And then just the guys that start, whichever. And we've used about 14 different starters. We've got the core that's been there, and just knowing that, hey, you got to come in and set the tone and say, let's get going.
Yeah, I've been impressed by your depth this season. Is this one of the deeper teams you've ever had?
It really seems to be, because we've got Coach Ronaldo Ordaz with us, back from our state team in 19, and so there's been some comparisons between those guys, and I think about, I look at our scores from on this match, and we didn't have them there. So, in some ways, it kind of scares me a little bit. It's kind of like, because that team was phenomenal. Yeah. And I think about what these guys are doing. It's like, oh, hey, but we're ready. We're ready. Yeah. And so we look forward to postseason, but we don't want to look ahead. That was what we talked about in our pregame stuff, is just say, hey, here it is, lay it out. That's 2 weeks away. Yeah. We've got some matches between now and then.
Got to enjoy the moment, right?
That's exactly right.
Right.
So
good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that is Scott Johannes, starting 11 for both squads when we come back. Match day on KFJB-TV.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
From preschool to graduation day, Marshalltown Community School District prepares students for success in a global world. Embrace the lead with curriculum that prepares students for tomorrow's challenges, giving your child unmatched college and career advantages. Embrace the lead by developing talents beyond the classroom through extracurricular opportunities and by focusing on student well-being and whole child development. Create a global learning community right here in Marshalltown. Learn more at marshalltown.k12.ia.us.
Match day on KFJB-TV is the Bobcats and Bulldogs getting ready to do battle here tonight at Leonard Cole Field. Let's get tonight's starting lineups, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver the starting lineup. First up for the visiting Bulldogs, behind head coach Andy Maw, 8-4-3 out of the Iowa Lions Conference South. They're 2-2-1 in conference play. Najarro, Fetcho, Casima, Cantarero on that back line, helping out the goalkeeper. In Bonse Camp Filanavo, as I tried my best. I talked to head coach Ma and getting Bonse's last name down, but it definitely fills up our graphic, as you can see there on KFJB-TV. On for the defensive line for the Ottumwa Bulldogs here tonight. Moving to the midfield, as things will set up like this. It'll be Vittorio, Hernandez, Nonsent, and Elias on the midfield line so far this season. Ramon Hernandez with 3 goals, 3 assists in that midfield role. Meanwhile, on the attacking end, up top in the forward position, it'll be Jonathan Villatoro, as he has 7 goals this year, 20 shots on goal, and 5 assists. He is a senior, and the other forward here tonight, Andy Remillion, as he has 3 goals this year, a sophomore forward for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. All right, for the Marshalltown Bobcats, behind Scott Johannes, who we just talked to a short time ago, 9-4-1 on the season, 3-1-1 in the Iowa Lions Conference North, as they are 5-0 in their last 5 games. Bobcats coming off a 6-2 victory on Friday night against the Des Moines East Scarlets. Lineup looks like this: Jonathan Nunez, number 171 in goal. Aiden Bell, Jesus Ordaz, Edgar Mraz on the defensive line. They'll get a little other help on the defensive line. We'll talk about that in a moment. At midfield for the Marshalltown Bobcats, it'll be Carter Bell, Andres Zambrano, Aaron Zambrano, Fabian Segovia. Segovia with an absolute laser into the net on Friday night. Aaron Ordaz Zambrano having a superb season, 10 goals, 2 assists. His younger brother, Andres, 5 goals, 8 assists for the Bobcats. Meanwhile, at striker tonight, up there in the forwards, it'll be Gavin Mishek. He plays a little bit of a hybrid role where he'll be up top to help score, but also slide back in that defensive line. Rafa Ortiz leads the Bobcats in goals with 12 this year, and Luis Monghay, a little bit of that heart, hustle, and muscle up top, 6 goals, 4 assists for the senior striker for the Marshalltown Bobcats. That is our starting lineup here tonight, as the Bobcats will head to midfield in their blue tops, red bottoms. Ottumwa in the traveling white uniform. Scott Johannes, the head man for the Marshalltown Bobcats, has his team playing well. As you take a look at him right there, 58 goals for the Bobcats this year. That's 5th in 4A. 123 saves by the goalkeepers, Giles Smith and Jonathan Nunez. That's 3rd in 4A and 7th save percentage overall at 83.7% this year. 148 shots on goal, 4th best in 4A. So Bobcats doing a lot of things right heading into our match here tonight as they look to take down the Ottumwa Bulldogs for the first time in their meeting since 2017. We step aside for the national anthem. This is Bobcat Match Day. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Well, the national anthem wrapping up the beautiful sights as you see the Marshalltown Roundhouse. Both teams meeting at midfield. 40 minutes on our clock. Bobcats earlier today found out their postseason assignment as the boys will be in Class 4A Sub-State 3, taking on Ankeny Centennial on the road. As Ankeny Centennial, the 2 seed, Marshalltown, the 3 seed. Bobcats were kind of on that 2-3 line. And the top side of the bracket will be number 1 Ames and Waukee in the 1 versus 4 matchup in Sub-State 3. Be sure to hit the like button, support our coverage here on KFJB-TV. We appreciate it, as well as subscribe and get those upcoming game alerts by turning on the notifications. Bobcats huddling before this one here tonight. A pivotal match, final home match of the year. They'll take on Prairie, which is ranked 9th right now. Coming up on Friday night, they'll head on the road over to Cedar Rapids. So a pivotal match in a matchup of the Conference of Champions tonight between the Bulldogs and the Bobcats here tonight. Jefferson Rodriguez leading the Bulldogs with goals this year at 11, no longer on the team. This matchup last year slated to be played right here at Leonard Cole Field, but weather canceled that game. So these two teams, first time meeting in 2 years. Yeah, so Bobcats control the opening kickoff. We are underway in our match day coverage. That one out on the near side touchline. It will be awarded as a throw-in to the Bulldogs. Slipping through to Zambrano. Over to Bell backside. The defensive line will have to retreat. That one out on the far side. Back to the Ottumwa Bulldogs as well. Andre Zambrano getting a foot on that one. But right back to Ottumwa. Here's a good ball ahead. Nunez. A collision in the box. And Nunez is still down on the turf. And hopefully he is all right after colliding with one of the Bulldogs in the 18 as he worked out of the box. And he collided with Andy Remillion. And Nunez, unfortunately down, kind of holding that left knee as he hit the turf. Head coach Scott Johannes coming out, as well as the head trainer. Nunez has been roughed up a few times this year, especially early on, the first match of the season on the road at Newton. He had to leave that match due to a lower leg injury and checking out that left ankle. So hopefully Nunez is all right. And with that, we will step aside with an injury timeout. We are just underway here at Leonard Cole Field. And actually, we'll keep it right here as Nunez pops up on his own accord. And he looks to be all right. And there will be a change. So he is still feeling it, but Bobcats taking some precaution with postseason play around the corner. Coming up on May 27th will be that match against Ankeny Centennial. Well, Jonathan Nunez third in 4A with 101 saves, but Giles Smith has only allowed 4 goals this year, which is top 5, especially with 276 minutes played. And Giles Smith will not check in as he got ready to come off the bench, was halfway on the field, but Nunez stays in. Here's a good opportunity. Ball to top. Zambrano buries it. It's 1-0 Bobcats. 1 minute into our match, the Bobcats strike off of the free kick. They work it all the way down to Luis Monghay. The crosser ends up coming up to Zambrano, who buries it in the back corner. And Zambrano now with his 11th goal of the season. That one bouncing out from the area of Rafa Ortiz. And Zambrano, 1 minute into our match, makes it 1-0. Andre Zambrano knocked off the ball. Ottumwa winning back possession. A ball ahead that sneaks past Edgar Mraz on the defensive line, and Nunez will haul it in. Nunez looking okay there, planting and booting that one ahead, using the wind to his behind, to his advantage right there as Luis Monghay was giving chase. Carter Bell getting in the mix, sitting the turf. Ottumwa keeps possession. Aiden Bell, though, knocks it away. Boots it ahead, but the defensive line is there. As Kazma settles it down, looks to the near side. Defensive line will give chase. It's kept with Remillion, and out of the goal line. Bulldogs off the mark there, as it will be a goal kick to come for the Bobcats. Jonathan Nunez will cede it to his teammate in Ordaz to take it. That one just not able to get around and curl it for the Bulldogs. Segovia ahead to Rafa Ortiz, too far ahead. A throw-in to come for the Bulldogs. Out across the middle third, and that one will continue to be with the Bulldogs. A throw-in. Defensive line whiffing right there at the penalty arc. Good challenge by Mishek. And that one will end up being a corner kick as Remillion kicks it off of Mishek, setting up the first corner of the night for the Bulldogs. Jonathan Villatoro will take the corner. The senior captain will take this one. Toro into the box. Bobcats attempting to clear. Monghay punching that one out. Here's Zambrano near side. Angling, trying to find Luis Monghay. Settles it. Now finds Rafa Ortiz sprinting ahead on the edge of the box, but Ottumwa will guide it out on the goal line. Five minutes into our match, 1-0 Bobcats. Aaron Zambrano scoring in our first minute of our match. Here's Rafa Ortiz. Over to Zambrano. Zambrano will take a shot curling, and it's knocked down. Trying to find a seam as Ottumwa as Ordaz. Finds Zambrano. Zambrano has it poked away. Wins it back. Mishek lets it slide by, and he'll look to reset things as the Bobcats push it back into the attacking third. Segovia. Looking for a chip shot over to Rafa Ortiz. It was deflected away. Rafa Ortiz gets in the mix, nearly winning it back, but it's out and a throw in for the Bulldogs. Throw in by Bell ahead. Rafa Ortiz deflects to Zambrano. Zambrano lets Andre Zambrano take the curler. Camp Villeneuve able to make the stop. And she'll take a couple of bounces before rolling it out towards midfield. Intercepted by Zambrano. And the Bulldogs will kick it out to the far side. And a throw in as it looks like Aiden Bell will take this one now for the Bobcats. Aaron Zambrano a little bit too hard on that pass, looking for Luis Monghay. Can't fill it. Uvong will kick it out to the near side. Is picking it up is Remillion, but has it taken away by Mishek. Good pass ahead. Zambrano getting the feed. And Segovia doing so well, working in the middle there over the past couple of games. Zambrano has it tipped away. Aiden Bell trying to win it back. There's a good pass ahead, but cleared. Edgar Mraz in position to settle down the attack. Pass finding Remillion. Poked away from behind. Nunez watches it slide by. Ottumwa with a couple of opportunities in the attacking third, but so far tonight, Bobcats have been able to find the position as Samato Vittorio was the man to take that shot that was well off the line. A throw in quickly by Aiden Bell, sneaking up to Rafa Ortiz. Now to Luis Monghay, was trying to go back to Rafa Ortiz, keeps it in play. Segovia beat out. That one will be too far ahead. Nunez out for the clean save. He'll roll it ahead as he finds Aaron Zambrano. Segovia has it taken away. A rip and a good block right there. Ordaz on the defensive line. It'll end up a corner kick for the Bulldogs on the far side, but that was a good one to take away. Looked like Nunez might have been able to get there in time, but nevertheless, the defensive line doing a good job to help out the keeper. Bobcats getting position in the box as Villatoro sets up for the corner. And he'll take it, curling it in. Nunez knocking it away. Ottumwa poking at it late. Kasima not able to get enough power on that one. Nunez putting this all the way to the center circle. And Andre Zambrano attacking, but a foul call from our head referee. Free kick away. Defensive line clears momentarily. And a good clear by Mraz. He'll limit the threat. Aaron Zambrano, header over to Segovia. Segovia heads it over to Mishek. Losing it. Vittorio ahead on the edge to Remillion. Remillion charging in, takes a shot. Oh, past Nunez. Remillion went left and then came back right, and that was enough to get Nunez off the mark.
Bulldogs, number 27, Andy Remillion.
Well, 10 minutes into our match, 9 minutes after the Aaron Zambrano goal. It is Remillion answering, and Andy Remillion with his 4th goal of the season. Like I mentioned earlier, Ottumwa leading the series since 2017, 4-0. Last meeting back in 2023 was a 2-0 victory for Ottumwa. Other than that, 1-goal difference games. Could be in store for a good one here tonight. That ball sneaking through. It's deflected by Nunez. It will be a corner. But coming out, Nunez able to deflect that one away as on scent. He was looking for his 2nd goal of the season. Villatoro will take the corner kick, the captain, for the 3rd time tonight, taking the corner. Good header. Cleared momentarily. Connor Bell heading that one out of there. Now a header taken in the middle of the box. That might have been Hernandez in the middle there, trying to get a piece of that. Actually, I believe it was Mike Love Kasima taking the last header and eventually went out of play. That one is out as trying to team up for the pass, Ordaz and Mishek. It will be a throw-in quickly for Ottumwa. Segovia clears. And an attacking 3rd throw-in for the Bulldogs. Cantarero taking the throw-in. Remillion coming up with it, and that one's going to be a deep attacking 3rd throw-in. As Cantarero will cede. And actually, a corner was awarded there. So I thought that slipped out on the other side of the flag, but they are on the near side, indicating a corner kick. Villatoro to take it. Nunez way out from goal. This is trouble, but the defensive line initially there to help save. Nunez scrambling all over the place. It's still in the 18 box on the edge. Vittorio, and we had the flag raised at the last second, so an offside for Ottumwa and a free kick to come here. Zambrano heads it, finding Rafa Ortiz. Rafa too far ahead for Luis Monge, deflected. That'll go out on the goal line, but that one mighty had a opportunity to be deflected and go in goal, but it ends up sailing a good 6-7 yards to the far side of the goal. And Philanuvong will take the goal kick, but our head referee indicating that substitutions being allowed to come onto the field first. And earning more playing time as the season's gone along. Uwezo Farasi into the match, as well as Joel Ortiz, Luis Monghay, and Fabian Segovia checking out for the Bobcats. And Philanuvong, a very good field goal kicker for the football team. And the goalkeeper here on the soccer pitch. Here's Zambrano. Good shifty move at the penalty arc. One too many moves, but, the ball deflected over to Rafa Ortiz, and he will take the shot. It gets well under it and way over the crossbar, and a goal kick to come as we are 15 minutes into our match. The Bobcats were looking to take the lead back after Aaron Zambrano struck in the first minute here tonight to give the Bobcats a 1-0 lead over the Bulldogs. But Andy Remillion in the 10th minute knotted things up. Andre Zambrano, up to Zambrano. His older brother trying to find Farasi. Still deflected around. Joel Ortiz trying to rip one off, but that one deflected away. And a throw-in to come for the Bulldogs. They'll take it quickly. Bulldogs high speed here tonight after playing last night and earning themselves a tie against the Hoover Huskies. Huskies with that violation with an ineligible player had to vacate some wins as Nunez easily locks this one up. But a very good 3A team in the Des Moines Hoover Huskies. A tie for the Bulldogs last night. So Bobcats, you would think, maybe a little bit fresher, but Ottumwa obviously coming off a match heading into the week, so Mishek. Oh, Nunez. Great. Little block right there as he went down to the knee, blocked the shot of Remillion. It will end up a corner kick as Villatoro will probably come over to take that, but Mishek had a move put on him. And so far, Remillion has been a problem, the young sophomore forward. Checking out of the match, Ashley Nonsense for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Corner kick. Right foot action right there, but well over. And a goal kick to come for the Bobcats. So far this year, quite the difference between these two teams in goals scored. Bobcats 58. Ottumwa has scored 38, but both teams with nearly identical records. Bobcats with one more victory this year. Bell kicking that one out on the near side. A throw-in for the Bulldogs. Joel Ortiz hitting the turf right there as Ottumwa getting closer to goal. Shifty move, deflected away, still keeping with Ottumwa. Mraz trying to mark and deflecting, and it looks like that will be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Villatoro to take another corner. This will be his 5th corner of the night. Villatoro, the high corner. Aiden Bell heads it out of the box to clear it. Zambrano, oh, this is a 3-on-2. There's numbers, now 4-on-2. Here comes Joel Ortiz. He's looking, finding Andre Zambrano, deflected, but a big rip, but well off the mark high by Aaron Zambrano. A goal kick to come for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Boy, that was a great counter off of the corner, but the Bobcats just quite couldn't time up the passing. Lane's right there to feed and set up somebody in position to put one in the back of the net. Andre Zambrano deflects that goal kick. Aaron Zambrano going near side. Joel Ortiz for Rossi, putting a little pressure on the keeper. Cam Philanuwong hitting the turf. All the way to the defensive line. And cleared. Here comes Carter Bell near side. Zambrano, the man in the middle. Slipping past two defenders. Andre Zambrano. His pass off the mark, looking for Rafa Ortiz. But Aiden Bell wins it back. Oh, stepping on the ball is Rafa Ortiz. Little misstep there as Carter Bell will win it back. Goes to Ferrasi. Ottumwa clears. Ordaz up to Bell. And back to the Bulldogs. Villatoro looks ahead. Too far ahead. Nunez is there. Over to Andre Zambrano. Bulldogs looking back towards middle. Nunez surveying, and he'll boot this one over the midfield line. And Mishek will pick up a foul. As he was going for the header, went over the back of Vermillion to do so. And in the middle third, where the free kick will be awarded to. It's not Mishek's fault. He's a good 4 or 5 inches taller. Villatoro. Pass sneaking past. A rare Tuesday race at the Marshalltown Speedway. I'm sure you can hear that in the background as we have cleared the 20-minute mark in our match day here in the first half. Ordaz up to Bell. Bell way high. A good touch by Joel Ortiz. Ferrasi gives it back, and Joel Ortiz looking for Rafa Ortiz, his brother, but that one all the way up to Camp Philanuwong. Our producer looking at me. Zach, can you do much better on the goalkeeper there tonight? There we go. Talking to head coach Andy Ma. I told him about my experience with the football team this year. They said they just call him Bonsai. And Coach Ma said, no, you got to learn these guys' name. And he rattled it up. I even got the phonetic spelling, but Camp Philanuwong doesn't just roll off the tongue, oddly enough. Free kick for the Bobcats. Into the box. Mishek is there. Collides with Camp Philanuwong. And the counter shot by Rafa Ortiz way over goal. Rafa has been a little off the mark here tonight as Ari Herrera, Fabian Segovia into the match. Andre Zambrano, Gavin Mishak will check out for the Bobcats. Aaron Zambrano almost headed away. Rafa Ortiz sends it back towards center. Oh! Ferrazzi, his first goal of the season. The senior gets it done in the last home match. In our 23rd minute, Uwezo Ferrazzi. He has earned more playing time as the season has gone along. And right there, he shows you why. Bulldogs with a free kick on the penalty. There's Ferrazzi again. What a header as he got it over Camp Villanuvong, who was diving to make the save, but Ferrazzi in great position, and Rafa Ortiz not giving up on the play right there to find the goal. Help find the goal and get the assist for the Bobcats. Here's Rafa Ortiz over to Fabian Segovia. Segovia up to Ordaz. Ordaz finding Ferrazzi, now back to the defensive line as Mraz has that one sail over his head. Segovia not letting the Bulldogs bully him. And a foul awarded as Segovia is still not losing possession. "25 minutes into our match, 2-1 Bobcats. Segovia taking the free kick all the way into the box. Bounces just outside. Ari Herrera just checking in. He'll hit the turf, and a free kick is coming up 25 yards out from goal. Ari Herrera is fouled from behind. The foul coming in on Remillion, who scored the lone goal tonight for the Bulldogs. And setting up shop for Aaron Zambrano. And that one from behind, getting the right foot. And now we have a player, and I believe that is Remillion. Actually, I believe that's Ashley Nunsent, who is down on the turf. It is Ashley Nunsent. Oh, no, it is number 27, Remillion, who is down on the turf. So Remillion will have to check out. It looks like that left ankle may be bothering him. And this sets up Zambrano, who's already scored tonight, and Camp Villanuvong pushes it away. And this will be the first corner for the Bobcats tonight. First corner of the night. Meanwhile, Ottumwa's already had 5 corner kicks. Andre Zambrano to take the corner. Or actually, that's Segovia. So Segovia with the corner kick, low line drive, header by Zambrano over the middle of the box. Oh, good play. Backside defender making the save. Bobcats trying their luck. I believe that might have been Alex Contera knocking that one away. Oh, Segovia finds a loose ball, deflected. And off the right foot as Aaron Zambrano tried to settle it, but couldn't get it settled down in time as it rolls out of the goal line. Goal kick to come for the Bulldogs. Some superb play here tonight by both squads. Turnover at midfield. Ferrazzi just scoring that goal a moment ago. Joel Ortiz back to Bell. Bell tries to poke it ahead. Deflected back to Joel Ortiz. Ortiz missing on that kick right there. Back to the defensive line. Now to Aiden Bell. And can't save it before going out on the touchline. Ashley Dunsent is back into the match.
Number 21.
And he will replace Andy Remillion, he is going to replace Dave Vincent. So Vincent is off the pitch. Landon Feccio, the senior defender, on the far touchline to throw in. Zambrano pitching this one ahead. Ferrasi chasing it down. Working it back towards center, rips off a shot. And down on the turf. Camphilonavong makes the save. As checking in a moment ago, Angel Gomez was giving late chase to that one. Jesus Ordaz picking up the foul. Olivares hit the turf for the Bulldogs. In the center circle is where the free kick comes from. Joel Ortiz wins it back. Aaron Zambrano ahead to Ferrasi. Gives it back to Zambrano, now to Segovia. Chip shot ahead. Gomez is offside. It's one thing that Angel Gomez, the sophomore midfielder, still getting his timing right. He's had some opportunities this year, but also been a couple of games where he's had a couple of offside called on him, so we are 30 minutes now into our match. 2-1, still Bobcats leading here at Leonard Cole Field. I'm Brian Lewis. Great to have you along tonight here on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Ottumwa getting deep into the box. Pass back towards center. Bobcats trying to clear. Nunez knocking it down. That one out on the goal line and a corner kick to come. And on the goal line, there is a Bobcat down on the far side. And our trainer will be beckoned out as down on the turf is Aiden Bell. His brother Carter Bell crouching down, checking on him. Looks like Johan Gomez getting up on that defensive line for help. Gager Kramer also getting ready, Jed Jansen getting ready to check in for the Bobcats. Looking at the right leg of Aiden Bell. Must have got tripped up a little bit there on the turf. As his brother Carter Bell checking on him. And as we have that injury timeout, we will step aside. It's 2-1 Bobcats on KFJB-TV. Sandvik drills one to right field. Backing up is the right fielder over her head. Griesel's going to come home, and that will get the Bobcats on the board again.
Your home for the Bobcats. KFJB-TV. Streaming all year on YouTube.
Aiden Bell being assisted off. Edgar Mraz, his brother Carter Bell helping. And not the sight you want to see with that right leg for Aiden Bell. As the turf catching him up.
Number 1, Gavin Nishek. And number 7, Andres Ordaz Zambrano.
And Coach Scott Johannes also helping out there. Players getting water during the break in the action. A warm night here. Still 77 degrees. A corner kick for the Bulldogs. Out of the break. Tipped out of there. I think Nunez got a piece of it. Angel Gomez. Finding over to the far side. Mraz. Segovia. And a foul. I believe a little bit of a hold there as Segovia was trying to work his way through 3 Bulldogs. Yohan Gomez to take the free kick. This one a strong leg ahead. Segovia over to Jet Jansen, who just checked in. Oh, Ferrassi. Can it be 2 tonight? Jet Jansen has it slip past him. Yohan Gomez can't keep that one in. A quick throw in. Gomez up to Mishek. Now Andre Zambrano find the loose ball to Jet Jansen. And we have an official timeout as we do have a player on the defensive line that is down now, we see. And I'm not sure if it's a cramp or what it may be, but down on the turf is Marcos Najarro, the junior defender, a captain on this Bulldog squad. And did not see what happened, but roughed up a little bit, and he will be substituted for. Mike Love Kazima is checking back into the match for him, the senior defender. Najarro getting a drink of water as he heads over to the side. Villatoro, meanwhile, coming up the near side. Andre Zambrano trying to flip it back to Jet Jansen, but taken back away. Torreo having it deflected away. Andre Zambrano sends a high one. This is going to be on the edge of the box. Nonsent. Held up a little bit. Oh, man. Fabian Segovia and Nonsent get tied up. But our head referee awarding a penalty kick. Wow, I'll take another look at that here in a moment, but this is going to set up Jonathan Villatoro, the senior captain. 7 goals on the season. He will line up to take the penalty kick. And Nunez has it slip under his arm. And Villatoro ties this up. "32 minutes into our match. It's knotted at 2-2.
Goal for the Bulldogs, number 7, Jonathan Villatoro.
Carter Bell will pick up a penalty. And here's a look at that on the edge of the box. Oh, just... Wow, interesting there because it looked like he had kind of lost possession and then the trip up happened, but it was just on the edge of the 18. Ball back towards center. Nunez poking that one away as he comes out from the net. Rossi giving chase. Sent back to the keeper. And that pass by the Bulldogs off the mark. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Luis Monge getting ready to check back in, and here's the penalty kick. There again is Nunez kind of went the right way, but right up the gut. Went the shot into the nets by Villatoro, his 8th goal of the season. And he kind of reached back and went under that right arm. See if the Bobcats can get the lead back here in our final minutes of this first half. And there's a foul and a free kick to come as Andres Zambrano hit the turf. And 35 yards out from goal, Fabian Segovia will take the free kick. He buried one 35 yards out from goal the other night against East, which was a laser. We'll see if he can do it again. 3 goals on the season for the senior. Here's the free kick. Low line drive deflected. Camp Villeneuve comes out, makes the save as Andres Zambrano was giving a little bit of pressure. Connor Bell gets tied up in the center circle, and a free kick for the Bobcats. Colliding there with Vittorio. Segovia taking the free kick. He'll get this one into the box. Deflected. Luis Monge comes up with it. Jet Jansen pokes it. Deflected. Corner to come for the Marshalltown Bobcats. This will be their 2nd corner of the night. Andres Zambrano will take it, but Luis Monge so special in the 18 because he can play with the left and the right foot. Jet Jansen came away in the end taking the shots as he sets up Andres Zambrano for the corner kick. Bending it. Bobcats try for the header. Can't get it. Slipping is Johan Gomez. Ball still rumbling around. And finally, Camp Villeneuve lands on the ball. Might have taken his breath away a little bit right there, but Bobcats, a couple of close calls, but not able to make it pay. And Camp Villeneuve will take his time. He did land on that ball. That was a hard landing after that corner kick. But Johan Gomez slipping, and the Bobcats just couldn't quite get one touch on it to put it in net as Edgar Moraz was also in there. Camp Villeneuve getting a drink of water as our referee will indicate a play on here. Camp Villeneuve just scrambling around there in the box and finally jumping ahead, and right into the gut that ball goes. Here's a troubling ball ahead, misplayed by Nunez, and it's 3-2 Ottumwa. Scoring his 4th goal of the season, Ramon Hernandez for Ottumwa, the sophomore midfielder.
Goal for the Bulldogs, number 8, Ramon Hernandez.
So 32nd and 36th minute, now Ottumwa with the lead as Jonathan Villatoro on a PK tied it at 2-2, and now the lead as the sophomore midfielder Hernandez scoring. Here's Segovia. Connor Bell ripping one off. A low line drive is well off the mark. Jonathan Nunez in goal. Roughed up earlier tonight. And unfortunately on that last one, he just came too far out. As Hernandez made him pay. Well, we've had a quick whistle here tonight, that is for sure. That one on the lesser side of severe. And a throw in to come for the Bulldogs. Ball ahead over midfield. Had her back towards the way of Luis Monge, but defending line was able to intercept. And this will do again. Chip shot to Jet Jansen. Leaves it off for Mishek. Good little back and forth. Andres Zambrano gets it back to Mishek. He was intercepted there. Mraz shuts it down. Only for a moment. Oh, Mishek not able to get there. Does get there and recovers well against Ramillion and clears it. Up to Jet Jansen. Final seconds ticking down here in this first half of action. Carter Bell deflecting it away. Up to Luis Monge. Monge tripped up. And that is going to be a yellow card. As the referee has it out of his pockets. And Ashley Nonsense will be sent off with that yellow card. So he'll be done here in the first half and return probably after halftime.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 17, Alex Gomez-Cantarero.
Fabian Segovia will take the free kick after the penalty. Sent into the box, but well off the target. On that yellow card by Nonsense. So 3-2 our score. That's looking like what it will be at halftime between these two teams in the Iowa Lions Conference in a pivotal late season game for the Marshalltown Bobcats. 3-2 is our halftime score. The Bobcats started off the night with scoring in the first minute by Aaron Zambrano, but two consecutive goals by the Bulldogs gives them the lead at the break. 3-2 on our match day coverage on KFJB-TV.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you need a new recliner to relax in, or perhaps a new dining set for the whole family, shop McGregor's. They also have a good selection of luxurious sectional sofas. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from the McGregor's friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selection from McGregor's Furniture and Mattress downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
The Halftime Report, presented by Scouting America. Adventure on.
At halftime, Bobcats trailing 3-2 to the Ottumwa Bulldogs, as the Bobcats looking for their 10th victory of the season, heading into this one 5-0 in their last 5 games. As you take a look at the Arts Center here at Marshalltown High School, now time to take a look at our first half highlights from this one here at Leonard Cole Field. It's been a very good first half. First minute of the game, ball bouncing away from Rafa Ortiz as they got it to Aaron Zambrano, and he buries it, making it 1-0 to begin our match in the first minute. And that was a great way to start off our match, but just 9 minutes later, Andy Remillion is able to answer back as he sneaks one just to the left of Jonathan Nunez. Andy Remillion picking up his 4th goal of the season right there in the 10th minute. Bobcats would answer back 13 minutes later in the 23rd minute. Uezo Ferrazzi picking up his 1st goal of the season, and it was a beautiful header by Ferrazzi, and it made it 2-1 at that point in time. But just 9 minutes later, Ottumwa was able to answer back on this penalty kick taken by Jonathan Villatoro. Villatoro tied it up at 2-2. Ottumwa would then take the lead heading into halftime. It's a great ball ahead. Nunez was way too far out on that play from goal. And Ramon Hernandez in the 36th minute, as the defense was trying to catch up, Nunez slid to his left but not able to make the stop. And 3-2 is our halftime score. Bobcats trying to beat the Bulldogs for the first time in a while. And since 2017, Bulldogs are 4-0 against Marshalltown. So Bobcats looking for a big second half to finish things off and get a much-needed victory here tonight, closing out the final week of the regular season. Even though there's been some goals here tonight for the Bulldogs, Nunez has still been clutch back there in goal. Coming up, it is our Cat Connection. We're going to talk to Joel Ortiz for the Marshalltown Bobcats as midfielder and striker for the Marshalltown Bobcats. That's on the way on our match day coverage right here on KFJB-TV.
When my kids come home from camp, they're so excited. They go on and on about all the activities they got to do.
My son loves to go fishing,
Cooking, photography, kayaking,
zip line, archery,
robotics, camping, oceanography,
swimming,
and radio.
He's got so many fun stories that he would share that we just wouldn't have otherwise.
Being involved in scouting, my boys have made lifelong friendships.
I would recommend putting your kids in scouting. It's a great way for them to learn skills while having fun.
From preschool to graduation day, Marshalltown Community School District prepares students for success in a global world. Embrace the lead with curriculum that prepares students for tomorrow's challenges, giving your child unmatched college and career advantages. Embrace the lead by developing talents beyond the classroom through extracurricular opportunities and by focusing on student well-being and whole child development. Create a global learning community right here in Marshalltown. Learn more at marshalltown.k12.ia.us.
The Cat Connection, sponsored by State Farm, mtownproud.com.
It is our Cat Connection, all brought to you by State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, mtownproud.com. All right, so Rafa kind of dyed his hair a different shade of blonde, but now you guys both with the blonde hair. The other night I was struggling to tell you two apart. Do you ever get confused for Rafa every now and then?
Oh yeah, sometimes, you know. It happens very often. I don't know why. We don't really see. We're not really alike in my eyes.
Yeah. What's the special part about being able to play with your brother out there?
Everything. We've had a connection since we were kids. We've been able to always have this strong connection on the wings, always being able to be there, rely on each other, and just having each other's back for everything.
One thing I've noticed about this team is the speed aspect at times has really caught some teams on the defensive end. They're able to send those balls ahead, and you're able to track those down, you and Rafa and the other mix of strikers in there. What kind of leads to the success in using that speed but also using it effectively out there to find those passing lanes and set up those angles for the goals?
Yeah, of course we take advantage of the speed, sending the long balls to me and my brother and then crossing him in to the strikers for the finish. Really unique style we have, and we finish these goals, and that's what keeps us up at the games. And
All right, so you guys have had success on the pitch this year, and it's been fun to watch. What do you think has really, in your eyes, kind of led to that success with the cohesion of all the mix of talent that you have out there?
Passion. I think passion is what brought us here, because recently we had Isaac broke his leg. Well, we heard the news. We had to, after that, everybody lifted their heads up. Passion. We yell for everything. We fight for everything. We don't give up for everything. Yeah. Fight till it's the last game.
Yeah. It's an entertaining brand of soccer, and I know a lot of people enjoy it, including us. And so being able to broadcast your games has been a lot of fun this year. As you look kind of down here as the season's winding down, what's kind of the big focus on your team to improve to get yourself into postseason play?
Communication. We need to communicate with each other. We need to know what's happening, what's going on, what will be the outcome of the game. We're going to finish strong these last games. We're going to give our absolute best for a postseason. Postseason, we're coming for it. This year is different.
We love when you score a goal because you come over to our camera every now and then and give a little celebration. All right, so what's your inspiration behind maybe some of your post-goal celebrations?
Last year here, might as well just have fun, do everything we can, Hopefully we'll see one tomorrow.
That's for sure. All right, last question for you. Senior season, what's lined up for you after the year?
I'm going to work with someone I know for a company, electrician, So hopefully I, work and hopefully play soccer too. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that is for sure. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you. That is Joel Ortiz with our Cat Connection. All brought to you by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency, mtownproud.com.
At Tyler Prashong State Farm, we are M-Town Proud.
For us, M-Town Proud is about having absolute pride in the place that we live and work. The people in this community represent everything that I believe in and everything I want to instill in my children.
Hardworking.
Diverse. Genuine.
Kind. And passionate.
A blue-collar town that has shown countless times we can depend on each other.
We'd love to talk to you about what makes you
M-Town Proud.
Welcome back to Leonard Cole Field, 3-2 as we get ready for our second half here in a battle of the North and South in the Iowa Alliance Conference. Bobcats ceding a couple of late goals. Villatoro on a penalty kick and Hernandez in the 36th minute. And so the Bobcats look to tighten things up in the second half and come out on the winning end as they look to continue their winning streak. I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us and our crew here tonight. Elijah Bond, Deegan Grant, Keith Stewart on camera crew, as well as our producer tonight, Zach Tomish. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to KFJB-TV. We appreciate the support. And turn on those notifications to get the upcoming game alerts. Bulldogs begin the second half with the kickoff. A little misfire there. Zambrano nearly winning it back. Carter Bell missing on it. Joel Ortiz will come up with it. Bunch of action going on around 4A here tonight. Looks like Cedar Rapids Prairie, who the Bobcats will see on Friday night, took down Waterloo West 4-1, the final. That's the only one we have as of right now. Des Moines Hoover and Mason City tonight, as that ball sent in the box, and Camp Villanavong will cover it up. Des Moines Roosevelt and Des Moines North both matching up tonight. Bobcats lost to Roosevelt earlier this year by 1 goal difference. Waukee and Ankeny looking like the Bobcats may make that match up next week after finding out they won't play until May 27th in their first game of postseason play against Ankeny Centennial. Here's the ball ahead. Chasing it down is Rafa Ortiz. Back towards center to Andres Zambrano. Zambrano fakes, drives to the penalty arc. He'll hit the turf and a foul is called. And 25 yards out from goal is where the Bobcats will have a free kick as Andres Zambrano hitting the turf. Foul coming in on Villatoro. Aaron Zambrano will line up to take the free kick. A goal in the first minute tonight. He now has 11. A goal here would tie Rafa Ortiz for the team lead. That one deflected by the defensive line. Deflected back to Zambrano. Sends one into the box. Rafa Ortiz backside. Oh, ripping off a burner. A beautiful take, but off the mark. Not able to connect and tie this thing back up. But Rafa Ortiz giving it all right there. Leave Camp Villanavong lucky that one off the mark, as that would have been a tough ask to make the stop right there. Joel Ortiz hitting the turf this time as a free kick will come in the middle third. Ottumwa initially thinking it was theirs. Ahead to Rafa Ortiz on the edge of the 18. Oh, good play back towards center. Oh, sneaking through all the way to Joel Ortiz, and the defensive line will be there to clear. Good slide by Joel Ortiz. Slide tackle right there to clear it. Slow things down as a throw-in will come for the Bulldogs. And off the Bulldogs there, and it's back to the Bobcats. Carter Bell, the man to take the throw in, as he's kind of that specialist on this team. And ahead to the edge. Misplayed by Luis Monghay, slipping out, and a throw in. That is about as deep as you can get for a throw in for the Bulldogs. Yohan Gomez will come away with it. High kick. Zambrano trying to get a foot on it underneath the legs of Yohan Gomez, as it will be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Ahead to Luis Monghay. Monghay, a crosser. Backside header! What a goal! Monghay with the crosser, and Rafa Ortiz, 13 goals on the season. And just like that, out of halftime, the Bobcats tie it up 4 minutes into the second half.
Rafa Ortiz.
Well, Luis Monghay will get the assist, but Rafa Ortiz puts it in net. And Camp Villanavong just scrambling right there. So 3-3. Bulldogs looking to counter. A crosser deflected. Bobcats still trying to get it out of the box and finally do. Ordaz taking over there. Ralph Ortiz slipping, finding Zambrano. Zambrano navigates. Buying some room. Ahead for Mishek. On the wing, back to Monghay. Oh, ripping off a tight one. Deflected Monghay will get back in the mix. He wins it back. And hits the turf, but Zambrano rips off a shot, deflected by the defensive line. Ball sent in, backside, looking for Joel Ortiz. Not able to connect. Header out to Mishek from Rafa Ortiz. And the Bulldogs will clear and a throw-in to come for the Bobcats. Boy, these two teams wanting it here tonight, back and forth. Good, intense play between these two foes in the Iowa Alliance Conference. Throw in by Bell to Luis Monghay, sent towards the penalty arc. Header off of Joel Ortiz. Zambrano had it for a moment, but clearing of the Bulldogs. Mraz and Ordaz so good on that defensive line to shut down those counterattacks. Bell scrambling back late to help defensively. Bulldogs. Oh, tough play. Nunez. Seeding one late again, and his second goal of the match. Andy Remillion. 5 goals on the season, and the Bobcats can't hold on to the lead. In our 46th minute right there, and Nunez getting beat. So the Bobcats once again trailing to the Bulldogs. But they'll counter quickly. Here's Rafa Ortiz. Oh, too far ahead to himself. Keeps it on the goal line. Works it back, sends it back towards center, but it'll be a goal kick to come, as they say. It was out on the goal line. Zambrano comes up with the loose ball, sends it ahead, but slipping through. Philanuvong will settle it down. Luis Monghay coming in. Philanuvong will plop down. And the drop kick away. Oh, Remillion creating again. And a good slide tackle. It'll set up the 6th corner of the night for the Bulldogs. The Bobcats on those long balls, Remillion beating them back. And the young sophomore has been a problem tonight for the Bobcat defenders. Uwezo Ferrazzi's back into our match. He'll replace Luis Monghay.
And substitution for the Bobcats, number 18, Uwezo Ferrazzi.
Villatoro, the captain, to take the corner again like he's done all night. Rosser into the box and deflected out. Ottumwa. Cantarero ripping that one off, the junior defender, but well off the mark. And Nunez with the goal kick. Offside the indication, quick kick, and a yellow card is going to be issued. So one of the Bobcat assistant coaches will pick up the yellow card. As the Bobcats were looking for the quick kick there. Apparently something must have been said. I believe that was on Ronaldo Ordaz, former Bobcat on the coaching staff, picking up that yellow card. No lack of yellow cards or whistles here tonight between the Bulldogs and the Bobcats. Bell winning it back as it gets to Zambrano. Zambrano all by himself. Finding backside, Joel Ortiz waiting on side, takes the shot, off the bar for Rossi, trying to score, can't. Rough Ortiz, backside, Joel Ortiz deflected out. Wow! A couple of big opportunities to tie it at 4, but the Bobcats can't punch one in. Throw-in awarded to the Bulldogs. As we are 50 minutes into our match. And on the throw-in, a foul and a yellow card will be issued. And that one issued on Remillion, so he'll be sent off. There's Joel Ortiz. Wow, what a shot for Rossi, almost punching it in. Ralph Ortiz then finds Joel Ortiz, who takes another shot, which was deflected.
Substitution for the Bulldogs.
So Remillion sent off with the yellow card. And near the center circle, free kick coming as Ordaz takes it. Ball slipping through, deflected. And Cam Fillinavong will easily make the save. Here's Zambrano finding Joel Ortiz, settling it down, ripping off a shot too high over the bar. Joel Ortiz, a matter of time for him tonight. He has had some superb chances, and luck just not on his side. That was a great pass from Aaron Zambrano to find that shot. That one slipping past Ordaz. Mraz catching back up. Shot ripped up, but that one will sail through the box to the near side. Ottumwa will keep it in play. Bobcat defenders have been just a touch slow here tonight. Boy, it's been the speedy Ottumwa Bulldogs tonight that have been able to find that 4-3 lead. Here's Carter Bell. Almost a handball right there, no call. A play on Bell. Oh, that's going to be a red card. I saw the referee grabbing a different pocket than what we've seen here tonight for the yellow card. And in our 51st minute, a red card on Carter Bell. Just too aggressive from behind. And in the end, definitely worthy of a yellow. Right there on the line of the yellow and red card. So the Bobcats will play a man down. Oh, good find by Zambrano. Up to Ferrasi. Ferrasi! A man down. Can he keep with it? No! Cleared by the Bulldogs and a throw in for the Bobcats. And a foul and a touch-up right there as Cesar Elias will pick up the foul. And a favorable free kick to come from the edge of the 18 on the corner. As Andre Zambrano will take it for the Bobcats. A man down and down a goal. Andre Zambrano with 5 goals on the season. He'll take the crosser. Can't fill it Vong. Bats it out of there. Ferrasi did a windmill trying to score. Oh! Just deflected. What a shot on goal. And the Bobcats, again, luck not on their side. A corner will come. This will be their 3rd corner of the night. As Andre Zambrano will take the corner kick as he sends it in. Ferrasi nearly there. Oh, Rafa Ortiz punches that one, but that was Joel Ortiz taking that shot and covered up by Camp Philidavong. Wow. So many shoulda, woulda, couldas here tonight for the Bobcats on the scoring side of things. Even a man down creating right there. Ordaz will clear. Taking a look at that crosser by Zambrano. Ferrasi trying. Deflected it out. And what a shot by Joel Ortiz. I can't believe that did not go in. That's been the night for Joel Ortiz. He's had about 4 shots that on any other night might have gone in, but here tonight against the Bulldogs have not. Ferrasi timing it up, but Zambrano's pass not able to slip through. Joel Ortiz sends it ahead. Here's Ferrasi. There's a hold. A shot taken. That should be a penalty kick, and it is. Not. Is that an indication of the penalty kick? Ferrasi. No, it is a goal kick. Ferrasi nearing the box was held. Ripped off the shot. As you can see, Ferrasi on the edge of the box right there, being held from behind, takes the shot, but off the football crossbar. Wow. Here's Zambrano. Over to Joel Ortiz. Takes a crosser. Looking for Ferrasi. Now Aaron Zambrano. Back to Mishek. Deflected. Mishek. Ferrasi's going to catch back up. Oh, that should be a foul. And that will be a foul right on the edge of the penalty box. Looked to be just outside the penalty box where that foul came from. But deep in the attacking third, a free kick for the Bobcats. Foul on Cantero. And that late push out as Ottumwa trying to guide it out. Free kick coming in. Zambrano whiffing on it. Ferrasi hitting the turf and a penalty kick. Ferrasi hit the turf and it is a penalty kick and the Bobcats will go for the tie. And Aaron Zambrano, 1 of 1 in the last match against East. And right here, Ferrasi going down to the box. Zambrano buries it. We're tied at 4.
And for the Bobcats, number 10, Aaron Ordaz Zambrano.
In our 56th minute, Aaron Zambrano ties it up. going and lasering it right past Kemp Villanuvong, who was diving out to his right. And a man down. Playing with 10 now. After Carter Bell was sent off with a red card in the 51st minute. Boy, the red card seemed to have really reinvigorated the Bobcats in the second half. Here come the Bulldogs to counter. They have answered here tonight numerous times. Zambrano timing up his kick ahead. Joel Ortiz. Kind of a scissor kick right there over to Rafa Ortiz, but the Bulldogs get it back. Oh. A hard slide tackle and a yellow card on Rafa Ortiz. Two players, and the timing was just right as they do run into each other. Definitely not red card territory. So Rafa Ortiz will have to head off, and into the match is Fabian Segovia. Well, our head referee earning his money here tonight. That one deflected by Mishak. He'll keep it in. As he sends it out on the far side touchline, a throw in to come.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 20.
Vermillion will check back in. He was sent off with a yellow card a short time ago. They'll replace Jose Gonzalez Romero. Oh, Bobcats missing on the clearance. Vermillion was in the area, and luckily Bobcats got a foot on it first. Daz clears it back up to Zambrano. Chip shot to Ferrasi. Ferrasi playing it ahead. Oh, he's got speed to burn, and that one a touch off as he was looking for the crosser. Joel Ortiz was hanging out backside, but that one well off the mark. Ball deflected off of Zambrano. Ottumwa giving chase. Fetcho sends a pass ahead off the mark and a throw in for the Bobcats. Segovia taking the throw in. Keeps it in on the touchline. Deflected out by the Bulldogs again. Mishak taking the throw in. At the penalty arc, cleared. Ordaz keeping it in the attacking third as he hits the turf, and a foul is going to be called. And no, a yellow card. A penalty will now be called. This one on Ramon Hernandez. A yellow card on him. He'll be sent off. Segovia will take the free kick. As we approach 60 minutes into our match here tonight at Leonard Cole Field. The Bobcats, again, playing a man down. Chip shot by Zambrano on the free kick. Bouncing around. Can the Bobcats? Oh, off the mark. Just checking in was Edgar Mraz. We're not checking in, but coming up off the defensive line, Mraz.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 4, Angel Gomez.
Angel Gomez, the sophomore, who will replace Wezo Ferrasi. Mishak getting that goal kick. Andre Zambrano. A high one to Angel Gomez, missing on it. Segovia punching it back into the zone, but that one will be out on the goal line and a goal kick to come. No, excuse me, a corner kick awarded. So that one was deflected on the far side off the Bulldogs. Fifth corner of the night for the Bobcats. Over to Andre Zambrano, bouncing through untouched. Mishek was in the area but not able to get there. Camp Villanova will work out of the box and kick this and boot it all the way down to the opposite end as Mraz chasing on it. And in the end, Mraz clears. At the top of the box, knocked out of there, Angel Gomez coming away with it. Up to Joel Ortiz. Bobcats still in possession, but play will stop. Here's a free kick to come. Jesus Ordaz will take it for the Bobcats. Big boot, but deflected away by the Bulldogs. And they'll lose it on the touchline, and a throw-in to come as Mishek will take it. But before the throw-in, a substitution, Luis Monghay Jr.
Number 23, Luis Monghay.
Joel Ortiz will check out. He's had about 4 opportunities that have been close. Ball into the box, deflected. Oh, the Bobcats had turned around. Edgar Mraz, Angel Gomez had turned around. Might have had an opportunity had he been looking the other way. He thought Camp Villanova was going to cover that up, but he did not. He lost it. Throw in intercepted by Luis Monghay, kicks it ahead. So important to not give up on the play. You never know how it may bounce. And a penalty as Luis Monghay hits the turf. Foul right there as a free kick will come. Andre Zambrano will take this one. 40 yards out from goal. Ball into the box. Camp Villanova pokes it out. Angel Gomez trying to get there but could not in time. And a throw in awarded for the Bobcats. And offside. No, onside. Angel Gomez looked to potentially be offside. Gomez back towards center, but cut off by the defensive line as he was looking for Aaron Zambrano. Mishak. Strong play right there. Won it back for a moment. Defensive line has been riding a little bit further back towards goal here with a man down. With 3 defenders back most of the time. And Andre Zambrano will clear it for the Bobcats. We are 65 minutes down. 4-4 between the Bobcats and the Bulldogs. We do not have a 15 on our roster, but checking out is Cesar Elias. 15 is into our match. On the defensive line for the Bulldogs. Out on the goal line, a goal kick to come for the Bobcats. Big shout out to the ball boys here tonight, doing a great job to keep this one moving. Definitely had a lot of stoppages tonight. Monghay disrupting things there momentarily. Segovia looking for Zambrano, deflected. Zambrano will track it down. And Zambrano will hit the turf. Push from behind. Bobcats will play on quickly. Andres Zambrano, his pass ahead deflected, but he finds Luis Monghay. And behind the play, I believe there was a foul, so looked like Andres Zambrano was involved with that, and it is going to be a free kick. 45 yards out from goal for the Bobcats as Jesus Ordaz will take it. Kick away from Ordaz, low line drive, but over the goal, and a goal kick to come for Camp Philanavong. Rafa Ortiz is back into our match after picking up a yellow card.
For the Bobcats, number 9, Rafa Ortiz.
He'll replace Andres Zambrano. Great minutes tonight for the sophomore midfielder. Monghay, a nifty move, sets up for Zambrano. Chip shot ahead. Can't find anybody in red and blue. But a throw in as Mishek will get in position to take that. And a loose ball finds Aaron Zambrano. Crosser looking for Luis Monghay. Ball hit our referee, and I believe he lost something, so the stoppage of play there. And it looked like Jesus Ordaz picked up something and handed it back to our referee. Slide tackle and attempt right there. Lost his whistle. That's what we're being told by our very own Keith Stewart down on the field. And a substitution as Joel Ortiz back into our match. Aaron Zambrano playing nearly 70 minutes here tonight, it seems. This might be the first time we've seen him really check out tonight. The Bobcats a man down, tying it up on a Aaron Zambrano penalty kick in the 56th minute. A man down, the Bobcats were able to level this one. And at this point, with a man down with that red card on Carter Bell, you feel like a tie would be a win here tonight for the Bobcats. Cleared out of the box. Angel Gomez. A pass off the mark. Raz clearing it initially. A little pinball going on here. And Mishek over there on the far side watches it go out as it will be a Bulldog throw-in. We are 70 minutes down, 10 to go. All deflected away to Luis Monghay. Over to Johan Gomez. Up to Rafa Ortiz. Back to Johan Gomez, but tripped up. And a foul going to be called on Johan Gomez. He collided with Kazuma. As you see him getting up off the turf. And right near midfield is where the free kick will come for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Free kick taken by Fetcho. Cleared. Angel Gomez could not get there, though, for the Bobcats. Ball back into the box, spit out on the goal line, and Nunez with a goal kick. Substitution, Andres Ordaz Zambrano getting a quick breather, as well as Aaron Zambrano, both back into our match. As Fabian Segovia. There we get a look at one of the ball boys doing a great job tonight. Helping out. Boy, they've really kept this game moving here tonight. Angel Gomez as well as Fabian Segovia checking out for the Bobcats on that substitution. Ball booted ahead by the defensive line. Luis Monghay tracking it down. And our AR on the near side indicating a little bit, maybe too rough play by Luis Monghay. As he collided with the back of Fetcho. Fetcho is down on the turf. He's holding his right ankle. His shoe is off. The trainer being summoned off. We are knotted up at 4 apiece as we have our final 7 minutes to go here at Leonard Cole Field on KFJB-TV. And Sandvik drills one to right field. Backing up is the right fielder over her head. Griesel's going to come home, and that will get the Bobcats on the board again.
Your home for the Bobcats. KFJB-TV. Streaming all year on YouTube.
Getting up off the turf is Fetcho. Taking a look at the Marshalltown Speedway. Yeah, ripping up a bunch of dirt over there. "4-4 is our score. Bobcats with a man down. Carter Bell sent off in the 51st minute. And since that point, the Bobcats had a leveler on a penalty kick in the 56th minute by Aaron Zambrano, his second goal of the match. Ball cleared to the near side, a throw in for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Andres Zambrano was trying to pass it to Joel Ortiz, but one back by the Bulldogs. Bobcats clear. And Rafa Ortiz playing it to himself. Back towards Zambrano. Oh, trip up right there, and that might be a yellow card with the foot stuck out. And the referee with his hand in his pocket. And number 15 not on our roster, but he will be sent off with the yellow card. Just sticking it out there, tripping up Zambrano. And Andres Zambrano will take the free kick. Bobcats setting everybody up. Nunez is back all by himself. A deflection. Zambrano there, though. Luckily keeping it there. Enough time for the Bobcat defenders to work back. Rafa Ortiz on the edge of the box. losing it. Now Mishek has it kicked away from him as it will be a throw-in for the Bobcats. And our head referee indicating Mishek moved too far ahead for the throw-in, so we'll redo it.
Substitution for the Bobcats.
And a substitution will be allowed as Fabian Segovia back into our match. He'll replace Luis Mongay. So Mishek will move back 10 yards, and that will be where they set up. Strong kick ahead. Into the box, deflected out to the wing. To Mishek, he'll try a crosser. Sneaking through, backside! Can this be the opportunity? Oh, Zambrano! Too far underneath of it as he got the assist set up for him by Joel Ortiz. Andre Zambrano with his hands on his head as he knew that could have been his 6th goal of the season. And with just 5 minutes to go, that might have been enough for the Bobcats to get their 10th victory. As the defense is really locked in since that Carter Bell red card. Nunez has really not had any close calls since that point. Did allow a goal to Remillion, his 2nd of the match in the 46th minute, but since then, like I mentioned, defense has been real clutch. That one bouncing all the way down to Nunez, and he'll drop kick this one away. Here's a look at that last one, as I think Zambrano didn't need to put a whole lot on that one because everybody had already hit the deck. A defender as well as Cam Philinavong had already hit the turf. He could have just chip shotted that one into the back of the net, but hindsight is always 20/20, and we remain knotted in at 4 with just under 4 minutes to go. Joel Ortiz up to Rafa Ortiz, leaves it off to Zambrano, but deflected away by the Bulldogs. Segovia rolls it backside to Mishek. Who's up to Rafa Ortiz on the edge of the box. Nobody home. In the middle right there. Segovia tries for the header. Whiffs on it. Oh. Segovia, a little touch up. Villatoro looked like he lost his balance and then made sure that he fully lost his balance. So free kick to come for the Bulldogs. And Segovia will clear this one. Off the Bulldogs and a throw-in. Segovia moves ahead as we are approaching 2 minutes remaining. That one off the Bulldogs, so an attacking third throw-in as Segovia moves up to take the throw-in. And now he'll change positions and let Johan Gomez take the throw-in into the box. Headed away by the Bulldogs and a quarter to come. This is the 6th quarter of the night for the Marshalltown Bobcats as we have 2 minutes to go. 78th minute. Andre Zambrano lines up. Takes it. Camp Philinavong deflected. A defender deflected as well. Rafa Ortiz giving chase to that one. Bulldogs will keep it in play. Clear out to the near side. And they'll keep it in play. Oh, covered up. A little too handsy by Edgar Mraz. And a yellow card will be issued on Mraz.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 12, Ari Herrera.
Mraz missing on it, then just tried to get around the Bulldog, but Bulldog ended up hitting the turf, so 1:19 left. Bulldogs have struggled to create some opportunities here in the second half against the Bobcats. Of course, playing last night against Hoover. Maybe those tired legs making a little bit of an impact here in the second half. As the Bobcats have played with a man down for nearly 30 minutes, but have looked like the better team here in the second half. Over to Johan Gomez. Oh, good move to slip past. Can a late goal be the difference here tonight? Over to Segovia. Final seconds ticking down. Joel Ortiz takes a shot. On the edge of the box, it's clear to the near side, a throw-in. Bobcats will have enough time for a late throw-in here and try for a goal. Here's Gomez. Throwing into the box, slipping through, a late shot. Oh, deflected. Ari Herrera took it. Now backside, Mishek, chip shot. Oh, off the mark. And we will end our match with a 4-4 draw here tonight. Wow, some late game fanatics here tonight, but in the end, it is a draw between the Bobcats and the Bulldogs. A late scramble and great effort for the Bobcats, a man down to try to get the victory. But in the end, it is a tie. And the Bobcats' 4-game losing streak to the Bulldogs comes to the end with a tie, but nevertheless, might have had an opportunity to get the victory here tonight. Well, both teams meeting at midfield. It was a sensational match here tonight. Won by the Bulldogs in the first half. 3-2 was our score at the break. But the Bulldogs not able to hold on to that lead here in the second half. Let's go over our match highlights here tonight as everything got going with Aaron Zambrano and ended with Aaron Zambrano tonight. In our first minute of our match, Aaron Zambrano putting one in the back of the net in the first minute to take a 1-0 lead. But 9 minutes later, Andy Remillion would tie things up in the 10th minute as he just had a nifty move to get past Ordaz and get it past the keeper in Nunez. Bobcats would answer back 13 minutes later as Uezo Ferrazzi with a beautiful header and his first goal of the season. In the 23rd minute, gave the Bobcats the lead back 2-1. But Jonathan Villatoro was able to tie it up in the 32nd minute, just 9 minutes later on a penalty kick. And Jonathan Villatoro with his 8th goal of the season on the PK. That was the one by Ramon Hernandez, which came just 4 minutes after the Villatoro penalty kick. And that would be where we stood at halftime, 3-2, as Ramon Hernandez punching that one in. But straight out of halftime, Rafa Ortiz made it known that he was the team leader in goals this year, as he picked up his 13th goal of the season, as Rafa Ortiz in the 44th minute was able to score to make it 3-3 at a halftime. And it was on a Luis Monghay kick and a beautiful header by Rafa Ortiz. Just 2 minutes later, though, Andy Remillion would score his second goal of the game his 5th goal of the year, as Nunez just caught a little off guard right there, made it 4-3. Then 5 minutes later, Carter Bell would be sent off on a red card in the 51st minute. And that's when the Bobcats really kicked it into another gear. It was on this penalty right here. A slide tackle from behind, a red card issued on Carter Bell. But that really propelled the Bobcats, because 5 minutes later after that, the Bobcats would get into the box and a penalty was called. And Aaron Zambrano picks up his 2nd goal of the match and his 12th overall in the season. A penalty kick in the 56th minute. Tied it at 4, and we would play on through the end. At the near end, the Bobcats made it interesting, but not able to poke through a late goal and get the victory here tonight. So it ends in a tie. As one of another great opportunities Bobcats had here tonight, as Joel Ortiz with a beautiful little cartwheel shot, but not able to put it in net. Joel Ortiz had about 4 chances here tonight to get a goal, but none of them went in, as he set up Zambrano for a late goal attempt, but he went too high over the crossbar. And 4-4 our final score tonight, as a draw between the Ottumwa Bulldogs and the Marshalltown Bobcats. Ottumwa is now 8-4-4 on the season. Bobcats are 9-4-2. And it sets them up for their final match of the regular season on the road at Prairie. Sounds like the Bobcats will also try to make up their match that was canceled or postponed earlier this season against the Ankeny Hawks. But as of right now, Friday night will be their next match against Cedar Rapids Prairie coming up this week. This Friday night will be our final regular season girls match, as we look forward to bringing you that one, as the Marshalltown Bobcats will host the Columbus Sailors on Friday night. And that game has actually been moved up to 5:30, so match coverage will start at 5:15, and 5:30 will be match start on Friday night, as that one this week announced that it had been moved up due to JV numbers by the Columbus program. So Friday night, 5:30, we will have coverage starting at 5:15 here at Leonard Cole Field. And then coming up on May 27th will be our next broadcast of Marshalltown Bobcat boys soccer, as postseason action gets underway. Marshalltown at Ankeny Centennial. Looking forward to having that one. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew here tonight. Zach Tomash, our producer, Elijah Bond, Keith Stewart, as well as Deegan Grant on our camera coverage. I'm Brandon Lewis. 4-4 the draw tonight. A sensational match. Great to have you along. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to KFJB-TV. This has been Match Day. You've been watching Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics right here on KFJB-TV.